Hello, faithful viewers, welcome to Mr. Who Reviews. And since it's summer, I thought I'll review Phineas and Ferb. Not any of the episodes, but maybe just 2 or 3. Well, actually 2 episodes and 1 movie, but whatever. And starting off, I'll be reviewing Phineas and Ferb, the movie Across the Second Dimension. Now, those of you that don't know what Phineas and Ferb is, or was, since it's off the air now, or it's finished. It was a show about these two brothers who try to make the most of the summer by doing extraordinary things like building a roller coaster, building a racetrack, coming one-hit wonders, etc. And their sister Candace tries to bust them, as he puts it, by just having their mom on them. And their pet platypus, who seems like he doesn't really do much, is actually a secret agent for an organization that doesn't have a cool acronym, and takes care of this crazy mad scientist, yeah, I don't know, whatever, named Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Yeah, he has a German accent, but he's from a fictional country called the Juveline or something. I forgot. It was a pretty good show. Had some good musical numbers as well. And even had a whole musical episode, so that's good. Yeah, it had some clip shows, but some of them worked. Even had two top 10 best songs episodes, so that's at least good. With the movie, it just begins with Phineas, Ferb, Candace, Perry, and Dr. Doofenshmirtz just being dragged in chains to this monster that is just huge. Phineas just recollecting or just thinking about how they actually got here. And that's when the movie actually starts with the song Everything Bear with Perry, because it turns out it's Perry's 5-year anniversary since being adopted by Phineas and Ferb. And then they just decide to make robot posteriors of just robots of platypus posteriors. And as usual, Perry just goes off trying to get to Doofenshmirtz, and as he gets a few new gadgets, including a new hover car, which the engine is kind of faulty, so it's a bit too fast, and as he launches Phineas and Ferb to Dr. Doofenshmirtz's building. Like the kids, they try to help Dr. Doofenshmirtz with his new invention, the dimensional portal detonator. Yeah, he makes a lot of denators. I would say denators, but and when Perry sees that they're there, he tries his best not to blow his cover, and he tries taking the remote away from Phineas, but Phineas gets it back, but then he tries peeing on Doofenshmirtz's couch. It doesn't really work. I animate this device, or Minster device, that opens a portal back to the dimension they're in now. So I'll have to make another one. And their default with the detonator was that had the self-destruct button on it, and some wires were just mangled together. The dimension to go to is the dimension where Doofenshmirtz actually rules the tri-state area. Yeah, he tries to ruin the one place, not the entire world. That's new. Good. And that's when the second song starts. New best friend, when the two Doofenshmirtzes actually see each other. And it turns out the second one is more evil than the first. And his tragic backstory: he lost his toy train when he was a kid. Yeah. He has a flipping eye patch and a scar, and the weird thing is the scar goes over his eye patch. I don't know. They actually mention it in the song and actually show the pouch that his eye's in. And the reason he's super evil is because he lost a toy train. The difference from the first universe has some better backstories. Like he's forced to wear dirty or those dresses when he had a little brother instead of a little sister. His parents were expecting that. He was forced to be the family's garden gnome, and there's repossessed, and his parents were named there for his birth. Explain that one. And there are a lot of other tragic backstories that are a bit better than just losing a toy train. But anyway, when the second Doofusmurf sees Perry, he just recognizes him, since the Perry in his universe is now a Platyborg. It's about platypus, but whatever. But I keep saying that, I know. I don't know what they annoy, but here. And he has the robot Perry try to attack the Perry that Phineas and Ferb have to prove that he is a secret agent, but it doesn't work. But then when he has the Perry attack Phineas and Ferb, the ordinary Perry defends them, and that's when they find out. And Phineas just overreacts a little. I understand why he might be a bit angry. It's actually very refreshing to already see Phineas angry that much. So it's the positive one. But I think it's been a bit hard on Perry. Isn't really explained, even through the way the pamphlet that Perry gave him to explain everything, but whatever. And then there's a fight between the two platypi, which is good, but when this robot Perry loses them, they try using the remote control to get back to their universe, but it already gets them to theirs, gets them somewhere else. So they decide to go to see their second dimensional selves. But they're not really what they expect. Like the second Phineas thought that the first ones were going to replace them since they wasn't conforming to anything. But whatever. And this is when the second or third song of the movie comes up, and probably the best song in the movie, Summer Where Do I Begin. It shows the greatness of summer, and actually lifts up the Phineas 2 and the Ferb 2's spirits a little. And weird thing is, I don't think the second Ferb actually says a line. First one does, but the second one doesn't. Ugh. And since the second Phineas Ferb can't really fix the thing, Phineas decides to go to Isabella's. But before that, Perry sees a message on TV, just the stereotypical sacrifice yourself and I'll spare your friends. And he tries sneaking away, but Phineas catches him and says he doesn't have to sneak away, he can just go. But the ironic thing is that when Perry does show up, it turns out that the Doofusmurfs needs Phineas and Ferb to fix the second dimensional Nator, since the first one can rebuild it. And when the four Phineas and Ferbs try to go to Isabella's, they have to meet the second Buford, the bully, kind of bully, of the series. And it turns out he was part of the Resistance, but then he resisted them. Yeah. When they do get to Bella's house, a trapdoor opens and see her fireside girls. I forget what they're actually called in the second dimension. They're basically a Girl Scout group. Hogtied them. But when the Phineas just explains everything, she just brings them to their their scientist, Baljeet, the one of Phineas' friends from the first universe. And he says that the problem is that they need a certain amount of energy to get to their dimension, and since there's a lot of dimensions, like have to do it clockwise. With that, Candace, he's feeling that since Jeremy, her love interests, I can't remember if they're actually a couple at this point, but whatever, is going to college, and just thinking that maybe she should grow up and throw out some more kiddie stuff. And instead of busting the boys by getting their mom, she tries busting them herself. And she also thinks that unknown force is taking all the stuff away. So she tries reasoning with it, but that's when the portal from the second dimension starts up, and she just goes through it, and then it closes, since Baljeet says it could close by when you're going through it or something like that. And that's when she meets her second dimensional self, and the second dimensional Candace is just cool. She's leader of the resistance and hardcore. She's like a teenage version or teenage cartoon version of Sarah Connor. And it's very happy seeing her, Phineas and Ferb there, since she's trying to protect them. So, and it's thanks to her that Candace is it's just rethinking the whole acting like an adult thing, since the second Candace doesn't really have time to have fun or have friends or even having a boyfriend. So, yeah. So they get on to a minecart, and the second Phineas and Ferb actually snuck on. And when they do get there, the second Candace leaves the first dimensional versions of herself, Phineas and Ferb, then yeah, that's all, to where they're supposed to be. Turns out it's a trap, and they nearly escape as the second Candace actually leaves the tree or floor there after Perry escaped there, since she just sees her priorities of protecting her Phineas and Ferb, not the other ones. And that's when the second Doofenshmirtz tries to get Phineas to fix the Nator. But the first Doofenshmirtz actually fixed it after he remembers what Phineas did. So then he just sends him to get eaten by the monster, and sends his first self there as well. Then he finds him annoying and stupid. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the way he took over the tri-state area, big robots. Yeah, the first one tried as well. We actually put the destructor button at the bottom of the robot's feet so we can get it. But when they took the first steps, they exploded. Yeah. Stupid. Anyway, this goes back to the beginning where they had the monster in the cage and stuff like that, and then the second Candace starts up to save them, and they try to get away from the monster by climbing on the cage like monkey bars. And it turns out the first Doofenshmirtz actually failed the monkey bar climbing in kindergarten or something. And then that's when Phineas gets an idea of using the dimensional remote control to open up portals in another dimension and fall in it, even though there's lava. And just asks Perry to trust somebody, saying just let them go, or let go of the bars, whatever. But I think it should be switched, since Because Phineas was the one that the trust was broken by Perry. So it kind of makes more sense if Perry is the one that asks him to, or asks Phineas to trust him. So, yeah. And when they go through different dimensions, and the second Doom commercial sends robots after them, and there's song sequence, and they eventually get to their universe, and the second candidate's actually put into prison, but then he's saved by Jeremy and the second Phineas and Ferb. And she sees that her brothers can't take care of themselves, so it's not gonna be too overprotective. And as she said, she's proud of them, so that's something. And then the robots just come and invade Danville, and the Major Monogram, the kind of leader of the organization the Perry works for, says that they need Perry's help, and Perry just sends Phineas for home, where they find one of his secret passages to his lair, and computer saying that she need a key to unlock something, and it turns out it's the three-sided picture of them and Perry, and it turns out the thing that she's unlocking is just reproducing or remaking a lot of stuff that they made over summer. And then them and their friends take on robots as the fictional band that Love Handle play the song Robot Riot. And then Candace gets the bright idea to bring her mom to the carnage, when she just thinks that every time that she tries to bring her mom to see what Phineas Robert's doing, it disappears. Even though sometimes she doesn't see it because her eyesight or her mind gets erased when she does see it, or time just goes back and different stuff happens when she does see it. So don't know. Anyway, Perry and Phineas try taking on Doomsmirts, and the two Perrys fight again, with the Flesh Perry winning. And when Doomsmirts is finally, it's gotta use the baseball, multiple baseball thing of Phineas, and Phineas gotta use it to take out the transceiver that's controlling robots. At first he has gotta try close a portal, but then when he sees the transceiver, it's also different. Anyway, Perry just throws Phineas a baseball bat, and he hits the ball all to the transceiver, and all the robots shut down. And when the thing is over, the second Doomsmirch shows up in a huge robot that looks like him, and then the first one shows up. I forgot to mention, when all that was happening, the first Doomsmirch trying to get into the apartment or the building, because he said he left his keys on the dimension, and the person he tried to get the button in just doesn't remember him, or doesn't recognize him. Seems to be really old. Anyway, he reveals that he has the train that the second Doomsmirch lost, since in this dimension he didn't lose it. And thanks to Doomsmirch, the day is saved, and that's when Candace shows up, and the second Doomsmirch actually activates the destruct button of all the robots. And Candace thinks that she's one to save the world, but it's actually the others. But whatever. And the second Doomsmirch is just sent back to the second dimension, where the rebellion are there waiting and got put in prison. Good. And when you think it's all gonna be happy and that, Monogram reveals that Perry needs to be taken away from Phineas Ferb forever, since they found out that he's an agent. And that's when Carol, the temp agent, suggests that they use Dr. Doomsmirch's amnesia innator to just erase their memories of the entire day. And they decide to do it. they did have fun on the day, but they don't want to lose Perry either. And before they actually get to Mind's Race, Phineas and Ferb just get their feelings to Perry, saying pet or Asian, he's part of the family and they love him, and stuff like that. And just before Carol presses button to erase their memories, Isabella kisses Phineas. Yeah, all through the series, they've been shown that Isabella has a huge crush on Phineas. She tries her best to get his attention, but he doesn't notice. He doesn't. And it just takes 10 years to get him to realize that he likes Isabella. Or even for them to get together. Now, I'm just wondering, if they can show two kids kissing in this, then why can't they show two kids kissing in the third or second last episode of Pokemon X, Y, and Z? Why? I just don't get it. God. Anyway, the movie just ends with Perry looking at some pictures of him, Phineas, and Ferb going through different dimensions while the song Me and My Brother Taking Care of Things is playing. And the song still plays through the credits. And then the song Everything Better with Perry shows up, or just comes up while some pictures of the movie actually go through the credits, like that. And it ends. It's a pretty good movie and some character arc for Candace and Phineas and a little bit for Perry, I think. With Candace learning that he's some beast too grown up at this moment, and the second Candace learned to have fun and actually knows in the boy. And Phineas just learned that he should trust Perry more and does that, so like that. And Perry learned, actually I think the trust thing is Perry's problem, and Phineas thing is just that we're getting Perry out to find out he's the agent. Now they do say that this is canon, because in the first episode of season 4 they do a little bit of Summer Where Do I Begin, and Phineas says that they know the song but they don't know how. And there is an episode that takes place in the second medicine, and it's just great. And in the last episode, in one of the songs, Phineas actually mentions that they got their minds erased, and Isabella kissed them, and she could wait for 10 years. I don't know if that would be fourth wall breaking or what, but whatever. Anyway, this is a great movie. Probably one of the best Disney Channel or Disney XD movies. I don't really know when this, or which channel this is first on, so I don't know. But next time, Phineas and Ferb are doing a Star Wars parody with the actual Star Wars characters being in it, with Phineas and Ferb just like interacting with them and doing their own story. And just doing some song sequences, which are just great. I'll just see you next time. And that time, I was you. See you guys later.